Hi, I'm Maryanne Nicholls. And in this series of 4 video recordings, I want to talk about how ambition is not a dirty word. I want to take a dive into ambition because I'm ambitious and I work with women who are ambitious. We struggle with it, with our drive to succeed, with our friends and partners who may resent the time we spend trying to succeed, with what such drive can do to us physically. So, I want to talk about ambition as something desirable and also about ambition as something that can make us unhealthy. First, I want to say that I believe we can be ambitious and also be happy and healthy. I believe it because I know that's true. I've seen it manifest in my own life and in those of others. I also know that ambition can break a person because it nearly broke me physically. That's the reason why I became interested in discovering why, whether I could find a way to make it work in my life, and what I had to do to make that happen. What is ambition? According to the Oxford Dictionary, one of its definitions is a strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Also, a desire and determination to achieve success. That definition sums it up for me, particularly a desire to achieve something and a determination to achieve success. The definition also includes synonyms. One of them caught my eye, and that was drive, not as a synonym, but as a necessary ingredient. I was speaking with a colleague last week about drive. She and I are both ambitious and some might say driven to success in our endeavors. We've both witnessed and experienced moments when, if we're honest, we would do almost anything or ignore almost anything in order to achieve what we want to achieve. That's partly why I ended up with health issues, because that kind of drive makes it easy to ignore signs and simply keep going. It also makes it easy to talk ourselves into things that, on reflection, we know aren't good or truly helpful. And it makes it easy to talk ourselves into ignoring our own bottom lines. It's all because of drive. What I've discovered is that drive can be externally motivated or internally motivated, or often a bit of both. Drive that is externally motivated can include things like gaining financial security, gaining accolades so that you can then gain financial security, gaining approval from your fellows in order to be seen as worthwhile by others, making a name for yourself. Drive that is internally motivated can include things like becoming a better person, finding and moving towards your purpose, aligning with your spiritual desires, being the best you can be according to your values and not to others. It's often hard to differentiate between external and internal drive because there can be aspects of both for us. But one thing that can differentiate these two is whether or not fear is the motivator. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of being rejected, fear of being judged as wrong or bad or inadequate. That's the kind of external drive that was part of my motivation as a young person. I wanted to succeed. I wanted independence and would walk over cut glass to get there if I thought it would work. It wasn't my only motivator, but it was the aspect of my drive that eventually hurt me and that I had to come to terms with in order to move forward truly towards feeling fulfilled and happy. Next time, I'll talk about how ambition, if fed by fear, can hurt you. See you soon.